Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we call a word board. And you know they say, picture is worth 1,000 words. So the artist here, in order to try to highlight and bring more of illumination to it, try to take kind of 1,000 words and wrap it around the picture. So this is what we use for motivation to kind of speak to this aspect of human trafficking and bring a little more enlightenment to it. We hope you guys will be blessed and enlightened. Regardless of what anyone says or are unwilling to admit to, we all have a price. Especially when it comes to looking nice. The vanity of our egos have marked echoes, automatically color coordinated with the expectations society places on us for social advancement and acceptance. We accept this one-way mirror of chic emerging, placing us all on display with multiplicitous poses, seemingly inherited through osmosis. We even learn that it's not a sin to pretend we care enough to at least make an honest attempt at a believable knockoff, unless we can get Juicy Couture at 50% off. So with that being said, let's all take a field trip down to the local mall and mob the halls, stepping into the gap trap of borrowed dimes, voluntarily unaware that a stitch in time enslaves 9, reluctant to admit the exchange rate is way off kilter. But maybe one day, tell us, somewhere in between the barrage of Gucci and Manolo bags, we will stop overlooking the price tag and realize that we have purchased a way of life that demands a refund by asking the question, how can any nation so wealthy be so needy, so greedy that unconsensual sweat is a commodity? So I say, not in the product. Nike ain't a righty, and will someone please tell me which name should we use to call Sean John? So that countless unknowns can have theirs sewn back in.
I have been educated in the way of things. I pray to a God much smaller than myself with my head bowed so that my hands don't pay the price as much like I have in blood, sweat, and years. In exchange for little green pieces of paper I can only call receipts for my soul. They call them sweatshops. Because even though the tears eventually stop, the perspiration never does. And maybe I am wrong. Maybe instead of my sweat, this is my soul washing out of me. My family lives with a ghost. One that brings home less than a paycheck, and even less than a person. I will put my children to sleep tonight with stories of fantasy like honor and humanity. Neither my digits matter to you, but I must say, your clothes look nice. There is a painting of a forest and a river in the break room. They are taunting us. They know that we will never leave, so they let it hang as a reminder of what we are too scared to fight for. I will pray before I go to sleep tonight that my children know the heaven of dignity. They will never be rolled back into oblivion, never the target of those infected with greed. I am no longer a woman. I am of the nameless. Cattle with a uniform, a graveyard of smarts, no longer blind to the truth that I am beneath the shoes that I just made for you. No more than lint jeans, my hands just stitched for you. Yes. I have been educated in the way of things.
Nike, Gap, Guess, Sean John, and all the other name brands could be manufactured in sweatshops. Sweatshops paying cheap wages. Sweatshop paying cheap wages, working men, women, and children. They're corralled in rooms like cattle, heads down, small spaces. They're shifts and overtime so that you and I can wear the latest fashion. If the supply and demand wasn't so great, maybe the sweatshops might go away. If we would just buy items made right here in the United States, we could do our part to help this slave war dissipate. Seek knowledge, get educated, choose not to buy name brands made in sweatshops. Because every dollar you spend supporting a sweatshop is a dollar you spend keeping someone enslaved. Now ask yourself, is it worth it?